believe.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Bangin with Chloe Veitch. I've got someone really special to show you guys. It's our first ever male guest. I know, I am as excited as you are. As you know, on Bangin with Chloe Veitch, we love you guys to DM us and email us with any dilemmas and any toxicity that's going on in your life right now so we can give you some advice and answers. If you do want to message us on Instagram, the Instagram handle and the TikTok handle is Bangin with Chloe V Pod on both TikTok and Instagram. And if you do want to email us, it's banginwithchloev@gmail.com. You can watch Bangin with Chloe V on our YouTube channel if you want to watch the visuals to see my titties moving on video. And you can listen to it on all of your favourite podcast platforms. What an absolute touch. So it gives me great pleasure, right, to say that I have got the one and only sexy motherfucker, Soan Mngomezulu, with me in the studio today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Should I just be your paid hype girl?
Please.
Yeah?
You'll be the first and the last.
Yes. Nathan Soan, everybody. Oh, I just whacked. Oh no, I'm so sorry. So I mean, you're here with me today.
I mean, I saw you last night.
You did, yes. Nathan
Yes.
saw me last night. We went to an event and
So much fun.
karaoke.
Yeah, you were singing what? Kanye West, Flashing Lights.
Yeah.
Shock.
All of the lights in here, baby. What did you sing?
I sung Candy Shop, 50 Cent.
Love it.
Could never go wrong.
Love 50 Cent.
Could never go wrong with a Candy Shop.
So what's going on in your life right now, Nathan? So obviously we all know you were on Tour to Handle.
Yeah.
Not quite a while ago, a little while ago. But I mean, you're absolutely blowing up with the modelling. I've
Yo.
seen your Insta.
Keep your eyes away. Yeah, it's been an absolute roller coaster, and in roller coasters there's highs and lows, and I just think the whole journey has just been amazing, to be honest. I think I've taken everything with a pinch of salt, and I've just been open to whatever opportunity comes my way, and I think that's the whole cool thing about it, because obviously it gives you a platform, but it's what you do with the platform. So I'm kind of just intrigued to see what happens over the next year. I'm not too edgy to rush into anything like that. I think I've got a good base staying in London, and I've got some good friends around me. So yeah, I'm actually really enjoying myself at the minute, and
I'm
also
glad you
being
are.
single.
You're single still?
I am currently
Oh,
single.
guys, get into his DMs. Get into his DMs.
I see all of them.
Well, one thing that we love doing on Bangin podcast, like normally I talk about things that I'm obsessed with and things that I've got the ick with. But I thought as the first male guest, you lucky little salt.
I'm so lucky.
Is that we speak about it together. So, one thing that we think is banging this week and one thing that we think is bust this week. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that I think is banging is that I'm just having so much sex recently. I fucking love it! Honestly, I've gone for so long without, like, having proper sex with someone.
Yeah.
And now I'm loving it.
But please tell me you're loving it with one person.
With one person. Yes. Exactly. And I got tested last week and everything come back negative.
I tell you what, let's get the champagne after this.
I'm sober, Nathan. What's one thing that you think
For
is
me,
banging for you?
The one thing for me, banging, especially in the UK, I think, is Love Island. I think Love Island this week has me banging.
You're obsessed with it?
I'm completely obsessed with it, and I really think I wouldn't be, but I think every character in its own represents a different dilemma. Like, I absolutely am drawn to it.
There's so much drama. And
Like-
obviously, one thing that I think's bust about this week as well is Ekin-Su from Love Island.
Yo, can all the men in this room, let alone in the country, please say you haven't seen this before? Please tell me you haven't seen someone like Ekin-Su do this before.
What do you mean?
Just go.
For fuck's sake. What's one thing that you think is bust about this week?
I I think for sure, I have to bring this up. It's the abortions in America. I think that is crazy. I don't know how that's still flying. But there's a lot of things in this world that needs to happen and change.
Yeah.
But that's a massive bust.
It's
for
going
me.
back in time.
Yo, I'm just lucky to be in the present with you.
Yeah.
Banging.
Yeah. I love it. For fuck's sake. It's all over social media, but one thing that I do love is the fact that, like, the people that have got the ability to voice their voices, like what you were just talking about a second ago, with obviously the platform that you have, you've got that upper hand to talk about what you're passionate about. And, like, people like Michelle Obama and people like that are actually standing up to the rights.
But that's the thing. I feel like nowadays there's so many people who are chasing that individualistic like persona instead of actually just looking outwards and speaking from your platform. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good thing that, you know, we're even talking about this. So yeah, I feel like
Definitely.
over
Got to
time,
speak about the unspoken.
100%.
That's what it's all about. Obviously, you know that we talk about sex and dating on this podcast.
Yeah.
We love it. I just want to ask all the questions. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to ask all the questions that I think people that are listening, the Bangin crew, want to ask you or want to know the answers to.
All right, shoot.
So one thing that I got from Too Hot to Handle, and I don't want to brand you, I don't want to be that girl, but, I mean, I can't avoid the fact
Shoot.
that you have been, and I'm loading the gun right now, Nathan, okay?
Okay.
You have been titled and named and labelled as one of the UK's biggest Playboys. How do you feel about that? And would you say that you're a fuckboy?
I would say if you've been given that name, there's probably some truth to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would I say I'm still pushing on that agenda? Maybe less.
Okay.
But I used to push that agenda way more.
Right.
I think I've definitely relaxed.
So that was like your brand.
That was my brand. I think I'm breaking out of that whole fuckboy persona. To be honest, there's a way more depth to me as what people actually look into.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people see like some good-looking guy, cheesy smile, but when you actually talk to me, there's like layers to the cake. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see how I evolve over the next 6 months. I'm not going to give anything away.
Okay.
But yeah,
Big things coming.
you said it, not me.
I feel like, for me in the past, like me and Nicole were talking on the first episode, and I basically said and opened and confessed to me being a fat girl, right?
Yeah.
Because
Fair. Not many girls say that, you know.
Yeah, but
not
I
many girls say
can't.
that.
I don't know what it is, but I can't really. I get the ick really bad.
Basically, you got a high tolerance for ick. So,
And
not much room for mistake.
People normally say, like, ick is just an excuse to get out of a situation or a relationship.
No.
But for me, icks are real.
Icks are like, not red flags, but just below red flags. Do you know what I mean?
It's almost like
so it's not like caution.
expectations.
Yeah. It's not like caution, this is a bad person. It's like, ooh, I don't know if I'm into that. Do you know what I
I don't know
mean?
if I could cope with that. Because, like, when I get into a relationship, I ease into it as, right, okay, you're a cool guy, we're really fun to be around, just go on a few dates. But can I see you as being my baby dad?
But how do you get to that point in terms of thinking, how are you going to be my baby dad after a couple dates?
No, I mean,
Do you know
it'd
what
be
I
a
mean?
few weeks in, and that's normally when the ick starts to develop.
So what would you say is your trial process when it comes to dating somebody? Like, how many weeks do you go onwards before you're like, oh, big ick, time to eject? For me, I hate to say this, max 3 months. Minimum 1 month.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people over the course of like 1 to 3 months. And then by then I kind of get a sense of a feeling of, okay, is this pushing or is this going backwards? Do you know what I mean? It's harsh, but...
So what are your red flags in a relationship then?
My red flags in a relationship is if you're bringing up your past relationships and you're kind of comparing it to like the one we're having right now, I think that is just a no-brainer.
Sometimes I do that, you know. Ooh. Sometimes I do that.
No, I do that sometimes as well, but not in the sense to compare the person to the other person I'm dating. I'm just comparing whether I'm happier now than I was before.
Right, okay.
And I'm not using them. I'm using the experience. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So that's kind of fair.
I get it.
And you? I don't feel like you kind of have one. You just go,
I do, I just...
Tell me!
I just float about, Nath. I just float about. Like, when I start speaking to someone in a relationship, it's always phone calls or texting first.
Yeah, of course.
And then FaceTime.
I prefer phone calls.
Yeah,
voice,
same.
The voice,
yeah,
the voice.
The late night calls, yeah, I just love it.
Yeah.
But can I tell you something, right?
Yeah.
Do you have phone sex?
I used to.
But not anymore.
I kind of do it in person.
Right. Oh my God. Well, one thing that me and Nicole spoke about.
Actually, no. If I'm in long distance, fuck, of course.
Okay, obviously, yeah. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
FaceTime's a little bit intimidating for me though if I was having phone sex over FaceTime, because then you've got to show bits and bobs, and I can't do that.
You're scared who's looking behind the lens, you know?
Yeah, not even that. Like, what if they screenshot it or screen record it and then send it?
Oh, 100%. Don't take that risk.
No, definitely not. But yeah, I mean, in terms of me at the beginning of a relationship, I think I just start talking to them. I fall in love really quickly.
But like when you talk to somebody, like over the talking phase, how like do you first like get to know them? Are they a family guy? Do they got like, you know what I mean?
They have to have those qualities.
How do you distinguish those qualities?
For me, I go into morals. Like, what morals do they have? Are what they say and matching their actions?
Because you know a lot of guys lie. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Everyone shut up.
Right. Okay.
80% of guys lie.
Nathan, tell us more.
Because obviously
we need to know.
Think about this, right? If a guy's trying to get with you and he knows you're with somebody else, tell me how he's not gonna lie to make himself better to get you over him. This is why I don't trust a lot of people. Just straight fact. Just a little point guard for you, right?
Yeah, of course.
Believe me, yeah. So like for me, like I said before, I always take everything with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when was the last relationship you had?
So obviously Holly was like the last serious one, and then I had a couple flings. I don't know if I should throw them out. You
don't have to.
I'll tell you guys later.
But we do want to know.
You do want to know, but hey, maybe in the future.
Do you prefer dating girls in or out of the public eye?
To be honest, if I'm gonna start dating somebody in the beginning, private eye, no pressure, and once we're like proper secure and we both trust each other, and then the whole public can have eyes on us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel that whenever you do something with pressure, everything is accounted for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so
you're kind of caught in that trap of trying to please other people.
Do you know what I mean? And then suddenly you're not just dating her, you're dating her and everything else that comes with the pressure.
And imagine her because I was watching Love Island last night, obviously, because I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And I did say on one of my icks on a few episodes ago that I hated Love Island kind of, but now I'm like obsessed with it. Someone was saying that they wanted to keep their relationship private because they didn't want everyone else saying, oh yeah, well I've slept with him or I've slept with her or...
Fair.
Do you know what I mean? So
but
I think that plays a part in it.
Like we grow up in an age where we are around so much technology, and like if you're in that like hemisphere, then everyone's gonna know everyone in that hemisphere. It's very easy to like, bounce off. So you just gotta be truthful to yourself and just be a nice person. Do you know what I mean? And if the person before you dated that person will obviously have great things to say about you. Just don't come across as a mug and you're fine, you know?
Do you have toxic
relationships?
Still? Yeah.
I have had my fair share.
Because I feel like you're such a fun, bubbly, soulful person.
Yeah.
That you would just look and get into a relationship, and then if it was to become toxic, you would just be like, do you know what, I'm leaving this. You know what,
it would probably change me, and it does change me after a while, and when I don't feel like myself, that's when I cut it. And if I don't notice that, my friends are all coming up to me.
Do you know what, that's a valid point, because like when I get into relationships, I'm always saying to my friends, like, what do you think of this situation? Because sometimes I can't see the truth.
100%.
Love is blind.
Yeah, love is lust.
Plug in Netflix right there. See, with me, when I start dating someone, if I feel myself being less loud and being less energetic, I have to question, is this the right one for me? Because is he bringing, it might not be something wrong with him, but is he bringing the best side out in me?
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Is he bringing the best side out in me?
Remember, it is a partnership. It's not just a one-way thing. It's like you got to compliment me as much as I compliment you. Otherwise, this is not 50-50.
What do you expect in a relationship? Are you the type of guy that's like cook, clean, make the bed? Let's go 1 for 1, okay? You say one, I say one. You say one, I say one. Otherwise, I'm gonna list 1,000. Okay, I think in a relationship, a woman has to have a mindset, a goal mindset, like some aspirations to definitely get into when she's older. You? I think with a guy, it would have to be... Remember, cleanliness. Every single guy has to have financial security. Every guy has to have aspirations. Same thing with a woman, right? I think that's just standard. I mean, I don't want to be with someone that's just wanting to be in bed all the time, wants to be lazy, but then sometimes I'm that girl.
Yeah.
Because if I'm away working for a few weeks and then I come back and I'm like, do you know what, I'm leaving for the next couple of days and I'm just going to lay in bed and just chill. But for me, with the opposite sex, I can't stand laziness, so it would have to be the opposite to that, which would be...
proactiveness.
Yeah. Proactiveness.
But the thing is, like, okay, here's a question for you. Why have the past three relationships haven't formed or, like, worked out?
With me?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't know.
That's kind of a good question, right?
Wow.
Because then you make sure your next relationship, that doesn't happen. And if it does,
but
that's
every
not on
person's
you.
different.
True. But you have a type, right? Because if you do, then there's definitely a counter to it.
Definitely. I think I have a type. I don't know. I'm more personality type, not looks. Like, a couple of my exes have been, like, average looking, like, okay looking.
Just
but
great people.
The personality, well, not really.
Not good looking, not great people. Fuck.
I think sometimes it's just the low self-worth when I go through certain, like, trials and...
It's also, like, a bit of a mentality thing, right? A little bit.
I think I need to up my expectations and my standards a little bit.
I'm dead.
Oh my God. So, like, if you're dating someone compared to having sex with someone, like, say if you went out on a night out and you had, like, I don't know if you have one night stands. I mean, I feel like everyone does.
I think everyone's had, yeah.
Like, I've had 1 or 2 one night stands before.
Only
5.
ever in your life? Right?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I lost count.
I have lost count.
Me too. Don't worry. Me too.
Do you have a certain type to sleep with rather than a certain type to date? So
yeah.
Would you just... Okay.
Yeah.
So are the expectations and the standards lowered for someone that you'd sleep with?
No, I wouldn't say lowered. I would say, for example, if I'm... Like, my natural type is beautiful eyes, a great personality, someone that's, like, not short, but at least, you know, tall to some extent, and got beautiful skin. And I think those are the only attributes that make a woman, in my eyes. To date.
To go in a bit more shallow, though.
Yeah.
Because I've ended up in a few sticky situations where I've like been at a party with like one of my friends, and my friend's cracking on to this guy, and he's like really good looking. Just an example. It has happened before, but I've been lumbered with like the less attractive guy, and I've just gone there just to be like a support woman for my friend who's cracking on with a really good looking one. Yeah. Have you found yourself in those situations?
Of course, like, everyone has.
Do you take one for the team?
That's what you call a friend.
Yeah!
Taking one for the team. I absolutely love that.
You should put it in your bio.
Yo, I'm here if you need me as a +1. Here to play the assisting role. I'm here for the assists. Yeah.
Do you find yourself getting married one day?
100%. I wouldn't say 100% actually.
No?
I would love to get married. Chances of that are 50-50.
Do you think?
Well, listen, I would love to find somebody, but like you want to be with somebody that's compatible and you actually see longevity with. I think in today's world, there's so much technology and everyone's comparing one another to another. Do you know what I mean? I don't know where we're heading in the next 10, 15 years. But
honestly, it's so scary.
It's so scary.
Because like that affects my trust as well, because I can get with someone and then because I've got a big following, it can stem insecurities in them. Yeah. And then they automatically think that I get loads of DMs when I don't.
Yeah.
I don't,
You're actually just a good normal person, just like the rest of us.
Literally. Do you get thousands of DMs of girls that like just try and slide in all the time?
Jeez, I get DMs, I get pictures, I get videos. I get a lot of stuff sent. But the thing is, it's like, do you love me for me or do you love me for what I'm doing?
Yeah.
It's two different situations. And I feel like in order to like really get to that point where somebody likes you, I don't think social media is needed.
Have you ever replied to one of those comments?
Yeah, if I know of them.
Or
like,
if they're fit.
I'll tell you a crazy situation.
Go on then.
So I was walking with Jackson Winnie, one of my boys from the show, Too Hot to Handle. And we were coming out of Delfino's in Mayfair. And as I'm walking out, he's on the phone, and I'm on my phone. I look to my right, and I see this girl walking down the alleyway. She doesn't look at me. I keep walking. I look again. She's staring at me. And then we both clock eyes. I wink at her. And then she smiles.
Do the wink into the camera.
And then she's like walking down there. I'm walking. I'm like, okay, cool, sweet moment. We move. I get a DM 20 minutes later saying, "Are you that guy walking around Mayfair?" So instantly, yeah, she was the one. And then like 4 weeks later,
Did you meet her?
I took her to an event. We went to Soho House. It was actually such a cool experience to meet someone like that because I've never done that before.
Wow.
And she's like an architect. She's chilling. But it was just cool to meet somebody organically like that. And there are people like that, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
So,
instead of just being cheesy, slide into the DMs, do you want to meet? Because then obviously there's other ulterior motives and whatever, but you actually see her. That sounds something like what would happen in a movie.
we are in a movie. I'm joking.
Your laugh is so infectious. It's just crazy.
Contagious.
Do you sleep with friends?
Good friends, yeah.
Do you? Do what? And then keep them around?
Not keep them around. It's like it's a friendship, and like before you get into that, like I prefer to be friends with a girl before we start dating, unless it's like we've met in uncircumstantial situations.
Like the girl in the alleyway.
Yeah, but
was that you pretending to like?
No, that was just instant attraction. Stars align. Hey.
So like one thing that I always get funny about, right, is when guys have girls as friends that they've had previous sexual relations with. Like guys that are friends with exes they've been together with for a long time.
Sticky one.
So like that's one thing that I cannot stand.
Yeah, me too.
So have you been in that situation, or the girls that you have slept with, are you friends with them because it's just friends that you've already slept with, or?
I don't go through that situation a lot. I think I've gone through it once, and to be honest, you just gotta lay your mark down. You just gotta be like, this is currently my girl. You may have had history, but I respect that. But as long as you respect my territory, cool. If you don't, we got a problem. We gotta address it straight away. Simple. You gotta be more of a confrontational type. Because I don't like stuff brewing in the background. I hate that. Do you know what I mean? That's how toxic vibes.
What, with the friend or the girlfriend?
No, with the friend. Not with the girlfriend. Because
so you would have a private conversation with the friend and just say, listen, I know we're friends, but we've had history. I'm respecting my partner at this current time.
Exactly. And if he whispers to the friend, oh, your friend spoke to me like this and that, then I'm going to go, okay, cool. You're actually not on my team. You're an op. And then that's how you just navigate, in my eyes. I've dealt with a situation like that before.
Have you?
Yeah, and that's how I got out of it.
Oh, wow. Are you very confrontational when you're in a relationship? Like, not confrontational, sorry, that was the wrong word.
No, honest.
Honest?
Yeah, you have to be honest. If there's no honesty in your relationship, don't even bother dating them. Don't even bother.
How do you know if they're being honest, though?
Well, I think time tells, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't be lying over a year. I will catch on to
Yeah, of course. I mean,
you know
I'm so good at investigating. Like, I am like an FBI agent.
Detective
No,
Chloe.
I'm telling you. Detective Chloe. I've got it on lock. If my friend comes to me and she's like, Chloe, I'm dating this guy. He went out last night. I will go to
your friends on Instagram.
Yeah, I will go onto the location of the bar he was at and follow everyone he followed.
was there.
And then I will go onto his friend's mum's nan's Instagram, and then I will go on the tagged photos and then go on the stories after 24 hours, because if you're trying to look at a bar or restaurant that your partner has previously been to, it has to be 24 hours.
There you go.
Before you can go onto the bar and restaurant stories to see their tags.
Fuck. So that's basically the blueprint to catch somebody out.
Oh, I'm out of breath now. I just get so passionate about catching them.
Detective Chloe.
Have you ever had, like, one of your friends, like, there was this girl that I come across on TikTok, right?
Yeah, what's her name?
And I can't remember, but she's basically a cheater catcher. They're out there. For guys that are listening, they are out there. So there's this woman who's really pretty. And she's got quite a few followers on TikTok, and she posts all of her videos, and girls go to her for advice. Yeah. And they say, listen, my boyfriend's been acting really sheepish. Can you do me a favour and message him to see if he replies? So she will message him on Instagram and then see what he replies. And 99.9% of the time, he always messages back with flirtatious messaging. Is that the right word?
That guy's sleeping.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Disgusting.
But this is the one thing, and I'm going to tell all you guys this, is that if girls go through your phone, you will always get caught. And I'm going to tell you a funny situation now. So, do you know Phil Foden?
No.
Phil Foden, the Manchester City footballer?
No.
He's such a sick footballer, such a cool guy. my mates of mine are in Nickolas, and he spots Phil Foden. He's like a famous footballer, and he's with his girlfriend, and they're sitting alongside the bench. I think it came out Daily Mail like a day or two ago, but we found out days ago because he was watching them. And basically, his girlfriend caught him cheating on his phone. His missus was going through it, and full on having an argument. And my mate caught this all before Daily Mail. So like, yeah, guys,
That's crazy.
Just side note. Girls will always go through your phone and they will always catch you. So don't even bother hiding it. Just
I mean,
be
I've
honest.
definitely gone through phones before.
Nah, you ain't going through mine.
But do you know what? It's not ever been
You're
in a
fine.
relationship.
Absolutely nada.
Have you ever been through a girl's phone?
No, I don't need to. I don't need to. I will see it all on their face. I promise you.
Really?
You can't lie to me. And if you lie to me, over time, it will just elapse.
Right, I'm going to tell you a lie
Go
and
on
a
then.
truth, and you're
Alright.
going to tell me.
Cool.
Right?
Let me know when you start.
Right. My middle...
Have you thought of your lie yet?
I'm just not a very good liar.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
My middle name is Ellie,
Yeah.
and my dog is called Paris.
Only 2 lies, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, I told you both truths because I got nervous.
You're actually the worst. Okay, go again. Go again. Go again. Go again. Go again.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I
It's
couldn't
okay.
think
You're one
of
of
a
the
lie.
good ones. You're one of the good ones.
I couldn't think of a lie.
She's still trying to lie.
I always have hard poos,
Okay.
and I love being bent over.
You love hard poos.
How did you know that I don't like being bent over?
Because liars always go with the first option. They think of that first.
Oh no. I think it's because my eyes flickered, no?
I'm not going to give anything away.
For fuck's sake. One thing that I've always wanted to know when guys are sleeping with girls
Yeah.
is,
It's a good question, this.
what do you think about?
With the lights on or off? If the lights are on or if the lights are off?
Or both. Let's just say the lights are on.
Okay, well, if the lights are on, I'm probably looking you in the eyes, right?
Yeah, but
Depending on the position.
are you thinking like, what am I going to have for breakfast? What am I having for dinner? Or I hope she's enjoying it. Am I doing a good job?
I'm thinking of pressure points, angles, and sounds.
Really?
What are you thinking of?
I just love it.
Exactly.
That's what we think of.
So
We
if-
don't think of nothing like that because we don't really have to
Actually-
put any thought into it.
No, but obviously you're enjoying it. So like at the same time,
Yeah,
if
we're
you're
just, like,
enjoying
moaning.
it, what are you thinking when you're enjoying it? That's what I want to know.
Harder. Faster. And again and again. Oh, wait,
Oh.
and again. Yeah, hit the spot.
Okay, I'm thinking, is she loud enough? Can she get louder? Is she looking me in the eyes at least? Is she like
Scratching you.
scratching onto me or the pillow? Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into it in the bedroom, but I mean,
So
you
what-
can tell whether you're doing a good job or not.
Yeah, I mean,
usually.
some girls fake it though, Nathan.
They do.
Have you been made aware of that?
You know what? If they fake it, I say, let's go again.
But how do you know if they're faking it?
That's the thing. I think
You don't.
you don't, but there are clues, right? Like the moan or
Is there
or
specific
like
moans?
specific ad libs that you're like, funny, not funny.
What do you mean? What like?
So it goes like, oh yeah, and you're just like, what? I just put it in.
Oh,
You know what I mean? You know
no.
what I mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, you get So,
Maybe I should start thinking more then. I mean, I don't know what us girls think about when
But
we're
listen, I
having
know a
sex.
lot of girls that just pretend like they're having a great time, but actually it's the worst time. But
What?
this is through my other friends telling me.
Really?
Yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Have you ever had like? Because obviously some girls. I mean, every girl. I'm going to
Yeah.
speak for every girl out here now. I mean,
Yeah.
there might be the odd one or two that haven't, but most girls have faked an orgasm in their life.
Haven't or have?
Have.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, I do it majority of the time, but now I know better for myself, and I don't.
Yeah.
For the past few months, I've not been faking orgasms because I'm like, no, I deserve to actually come.
100%.
And like sometimes when you're going down on a guy and he takes forever, girls just think, fuck, right, okay, and it gives you more motivational drive to just
Keep going.
Faster, keep going. The neck ache, push past it, sis. My knees are hurting, fuck it. I don't mind breaking my pelvis if I make him come. So if I'm thinking that when doing dirty on a guy, why can't a guy be like that for me if I take longer to come?
That's a really good question. And just to cut you short there, I know a lot of guys who have faked orgasms.
No! Nathan! I've just... this is the first time I'm hearing
I've actually faked the orgasm before. I swear, and I had to. I just had to because she was not letting me leave, and I was just like, you know what? I've been going for so long. There's actually nothing left in me. So I went, oh! Like,
Did anything come out?
No, I was finished at this point. Like, I'm not even gonna tell what time of the day it was, but like at this point, goners. So I was like, you know what? The only way I can get out of this is if I just sleep. So how do I sleep? You fake an orgasm. But I don't ever do that. But in that situation, I was willing to do that.
That sex sound, by the way, was terrifying.
No. Oh yeah.
Can I get a higher?
We were doing this last night.
We were going on the microphones at the karaoke club. Can I get a...
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Jokes.
What do you think makes good sex?
Chemistry, eye contact, rhythm, and just that getting, like, you know that person. You know that person before you get into bed.
Do you expect the girls to go on top first time round or not? Do you feel like, as a guy, like, you know, if you go out for dinner on a date, guys, for my opinion, should pay first.
100%.
And for me, being in bed with a guy, that rule applies. So I'm not going on top on the first time we have sex. All the pressure's on you. I just want to enjoy it.
True.
Impress me.
True. You know what? Like, some girls are really keen that they want to actually own the bedroom. Like, they want to be on top of you. They want to, like, conduct everything. Yeah, I've been around girls like that that are super obsessed. Like, okay, goes like this, goes like that. Some guys are like, okay, cool, I'll take control. Do you know what I mean? But I guess you kind of understand the chemistry before you get into the bedroom. Do you know what I mean?
So you kind of know if she's a filth pot or not.
You kind of know whether she wants to have fun or you want to have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you a submissive or a dominant?
Jeez, depends what mood I'm in, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't think I'm either. Sometimes I just like laying there, Nave, I'm not going to lie. I'm like,
Take me.
Do you know, I'm knackered. Just get it over with.
Oh, yeah, 100%. On a Sunday. Sunday, 9:30. I've just watched the episode of Love Island. I've had Domino's. Come on.
Literally.
Come on.
I mean, when I eat Domino's, it's awful because I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
And I previously explained on the podcast that in certain positions, my belly really hurts. And I just can't. I can't take it anymore.
Which position is this?
Doggy.
I'm going to have to work on that one.
No, for fuck's sake, I'm seeing someone. I'm seeing someone.
Not for me. Don't misdirect the shots now. Crazy.
You're shooting blanks.
Only once.
So you're not dating anyone at the minute then?
So currently I'm single, but I would say happy single.
Good.
Because I wouldn't say I've been alone. I've had a couple flings throughout the year, some really good flings. And I don't think you can ever regret a relationship. But I think for the time being, I'm pretty happy just being around myself. I'm still, like, you know, working on myself and what I want to do and stuff. And, hey, if I meet somebody along the way, that's great. But I'm good as it is being single. And not many people can say that.
No, not many people can. I feel like you have to go through something in life. Like, for me, it was being in a toxic relationship that really pushed me to the point of I was scared to get into another relationship with a guy. So it was over 3 years ago when I got with this guy.
Yeah.
Just after coming off a Too Hot to Handle, I moved in with him and I was obsessed. Like, loved him to pieces.
It happens, yeah.
And then it just turned really toxic really quick. Without getting into the full details of it, I had to leave because I just had to. I had to walk out.
Fair play to you for realising that, yeah.
Exactly. And since then, the lessons I've learned through that relationship, I'm like, do you know what? I know my worth.
Come on.
I've been single for a bit now, and now I'm like, I need to implement those boundaries.
The one thing I could say to anyone going into a relationship or even willing to seek a relationship, know your self-worth. Know your fucking worth. Know who you are, know what you're doing, know what you demand. And I promise you, you'll know when it's there. It's hard to realize what you're worth because you got to go through certain experiences and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, it takes time. Nobody built Rome in a day, man.
So like you said, you've definitely been through a couple of flings, but I mean, the flings that you've previously had, like, not talking specifically about them.
Yeah.
But like, when you start dating someone in a relationship, do you get bored easily? No. I know you said you don't get bored easily.
No, I don't. If anything, if you get bored in the first 3 months, Chloe, it's game over. Tell me how it's going to get better. Do you know what I mean? But like the girls I date, they always come from different countries.
Really?
Yeah. So this year I've seen...
Mr. International.
I'm still international, but I'm based in England.
Exactly. All the best are.
No. But like I've really met some beautiful people this year from all types of the world, like some Australia, some half Brazilian, half Croatian. Like, you know, I'm a very open person when it comes to culture and like meeting different personalities. You know, I come from 2 different cultures, so...
You like to scope about a little bit.
I have an eye for a lot of things. Yeah. And I'm not the type of guy to push away.
See, for me, it's more... I like guys that live in the UK purely because they're easy to get to.
Yeah.
Don't mind driving 6 hours for a shag. I've done it before.
You know, I've actually flown somewhere to shag. But it didn't take 6 hours, though. It didn't take 6 hours. It took 2.
So you've flown somewhere to have sex before? Or just to have sex? Or like, was it someone that you were dating?
It was a part of the itinerary for the weekend. Yeah, I just added it in there, but it wasn't the primary focus. Allow me, come on.
It wasn't the primary
focus, but it was a part of the end goal.
Oh my God, you sound like a... Okay, so we've introduced a segment to the podcast where we advise some of our banging listeners and answer questions or help them with certain dilemmas. Mostly sex-based, because we love it. So I need advice with you for this person who's messaged in. And if anyone does have a story that they want to tell us and they want to get advice on, then please email banginwithchloev@gmail.com or message us on the @banginwithchloev pod on Instagram or TikTok. Okay, drum roll please, Nathan. Fucking hell, you can beatbox and all.
Come on.
Man of many talents, ladies. Jump in his DMs. Right, so DM from listener. Are you ready?
Yeah, shoot.
This is quite a long one. I cannot, for the life of me, have a vaginal orgasm. Not too long ago, I discovered the womanizer sex toy. I've grown a very big bond with it. And I've used it when I have intercourse with my boyfriend. But he gets disappointed when I take it out. He's bothered by it. He says he's okay with it, but he's not always okay with it. What should I do? I enjoy sex without it, but it's much more enjoyable when we can both come together. Yeah. Understandably.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he enjoys that too, but he seems to have an ego problem with it. We've been together for 7.5 years, and me having an orgasm every time we have sex has been a struggle from the beginning. What should I do? This is a sticky one, Nathan.
Heard that before.
So the boyfriend is jealous of the womanizer toy.
I can see why, but yeah.
That they're using during sex. So the womanizer is a toy that you can use whilst having sex with your partner. So why is he getting jealous?
Okay, for men, put this in football context. Imagine if you're playing a game and she is orgasming, but without you actually kicking the ball in the net, you're passing the ball to the sex toy, and the sex toy is finishing it by putting the ball in the net. So are you actually making her come? No, you're not. You're just facilitating the whole process. Hence why he's a bit mad or jealous.
Okay.
And I can understand, but he needs to come to terms with that. Otherwise, it's gonna be a short road for him in the future.
I mean, they've been together for 7.5 years. I mean, listen, I'm all for introducing sex toys into a relationship. I love it. I do it early on.
I've had some in mine.
It needs, for me, that's a healthy step in the relationship. Like, I want to be a bit kinky. I want to be a bit naughty.
Yeah.
And the womanizer is basically, for anyone that doesn't know what a womanizer is, I use it all the time. And I use the brand Lilo. So they've got a massive range of products and different colours. And they've got this circle on the toy and it's got an air suction. You press the vibrator button and it goes...
The first time I've ever heard of.
So literally. So it feels like a guy's licking you out. So you put it on, and then it like the suction pulls your clit into the hole and then massages it.
Crazy.
So you can hold it on whilst he's penetrating you.
Yeah.
So it's almost like but do you know what? Some girls come through penetration. Some girls come through the clit.
Yeah.
I come through the clit.
But
not
that's
penetration.
why foreplay is such a big thing, right?
So I feel like this guy needs to step down from his high horse.
Yeah. Ego, drop it.
Push your ego aside and your pride.
Yeah.
Because this is genuinely causing a wedge in your relationship.
Yeah.
Because now she's going to feel bad for using the womanizer during sex.
Yeah.
Even though he's saying he's okay with it, he's clearly not.
He's obviously not okay with it. Nah. But why would you lie to say it's okay with it when you're not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
People pleasing though.
Exactly.
7.5 years. And that's what we can't do. So my advice to you, girl, would be stick with your guns. And if you like it, go with it. And just have a conversation with him and just say to him, listen, I understand that your pride might be a little bit hurt, but your dick feels really nice inside me. But so does the womanizer.
I'll be like, babes, I love you. Like, you're a great person. We have great sex. We've had sex for years and years and years. But that doesn't mean we can't improve it, right?
Yeah.
And if you're willing to drop the ego, then the sex is better. If the sex is better, you go for longer.
Or just get a butt plug.
Do you know what I mean?
I'd just say, listen, butt plugs are amazing. Why don't I just get one? You can have that. And do you know what? If you introduce a sex toy to him, he might change his mind.
Chloe, next time we talk about this, can you bring a whole set so the viewers and I can see what it looks like? I don't know what you're talking about, but please show me.
Have you never seen a butt plug?
No.
Oh, we're going off topic. Anyway, sorry. I'm really sweaty talking about vibrators.
Sorry.
Yeah, to be honest with you, if she's struggling having a vaginal orgasm...
She needs to have an honest conversation with him, right,
She
Chloe?
does, yeah.
She really does. It's so simple, right? But if he says, no, this thing needs to go away, what would you say? If he said, no, I don't want that there, and
I'd
you
say,
say yes.
well, no, I'd fight against it. I'm sorry, I would.
But to what point?
To the
point where it's included in the sex?
Yeah.
Or it's not included and now you've broken up?
Okay, well, maybe I'd just have sex with him, make him feel a bit better, and then go to the toilet and use it on my own.
That's so fair. I believe that. Okay, fact. Like compromise.
I've had so many times where I've had sex with people and then gone into the bathroom and finished myself off with a shower hose. Because they've just not done the job right.
Guys, if that's you, keep trying.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I get it. But also, this is a side note to her who's actually using the womanizer. Sometimes I can get addicted to using a sex toy, and then the feeling of my clit doesn't react well to without it. So like, if I use it too much, I can't then come without it. Whereas if I put it aside for a couple months,
really,
and then start to have natural organic sex, then I will start to come without using the vibrator. So maybe you're just using it too much at the minute.
You know, I've heard some girls who use a vibrator 6 times a week and like, they just need it. Like, it's okay to be honest about using something frequently because a lot of people have high sex drives, you know, especially people that train a lot. They train so they don't have to, you know, they've got so much testosterone. So for girls, I fully understand that. And I just feel like some girls can't be open about it. Maybe that's because society, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
There's a stigma attached to it, and this is what we do on this podcast. We break stigmas. Go, if you want to use that fucking sex toy, use that sex toy and just have an open, honest conversation with your partner. Okay, so Nathan, on every episode with my guest, I tailor a game to them. I don't know how this ties in with you, but I love the concept of this game, right?
I'm game.
So basically, I've got a couple of props. I think I just wanted to just see you in a pink wig. Look under there. I've bought a pink wig and some headphones, and we're going to play a game of Come Again.
Come again.
Come again.
Okay, that's what she said.
So I'm going to brush the wig just so it doesn't look too tatty.
Please do that. Please.
Take your hat off whilst I'm doing
Okay,
this.
cool. Let's go.
So I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
Yeah.
And you're going to have the earphones in.
Okay, do you want me to put them on now?
Yeah. You're going to put the earphones in and you're going to tell me when you can't hear me and you're going to repeat what you think I have said to you.
Okay.
Into the mic.
Okay, cool.
Yeah?
Sounds easy. Oh, I can't hear shit.
No, you got to put music on, Nathan.
Okay, cool.
So for the listeners on all the listening platforms, Nathan has currently got a bright pink bobbed wig on and some earpods in with loud music playing and a pair of Sony headphones that are covered over the wig. I'm going to ask him a series of questions and he's going to just repeat what he thinks I have said back to me.
What did you say?
and we're going to see what gibberish he comes up with. Okay. So, what am I saying?
I can't hear nothing.
Exactly. Okay. Right. This is a game of come again. Do you prefer boobs or bum?
Can you ask that again?
Do you prefer boobs or bum?
Do I prefer boobies or bum?
Yeah.
Come on. Fair to say I'm more of a bum man.
Okay. That's
Come
me
on.
fucked. Right. This is so funny. Do you eat ass?
Come on.
I'm trying
Repeat the question. Do I?
eat ass. Come on.
Okay, I really don't know what you asked there, and I got great ears.
Do you eat ass?
Nah, I can't get this question.
Just.
I can't answer it.
What do you think? What do you think I'm saying?
Am I a dating type or a single type? What?
Yeah.
You got me feeling crazy in this.
No.
Whoever put the music on it is so loud. But we move.
Do you eat ass?
Currently, I do not eat ass. May change. I'm sorry.
Next question. This is for all the loyal listeners that have watched Georgia Harrison's episode of Bulkuzi. Do you want a Bulkuzi?
What do I prefer? What position do I prefer in the bedroom? Or
Do you want a Bulkuzi?
what gets me going in the bedroom?
No.
Yo, I can't hear nada. The music isn't on full blast, so I'm trying my best.
Next question. Do you want
Do
you want a Bulkuzi?
Do I want a girlfriend? Who wouldn't want a girlfriend, right?
Okay.
I mean, if I see her and she's the type, please let me pick you up and take you away, but I'm not here fishing.
He really can't hear us. Right, take him off.
All right, they're off. Oh, guys, that was so jokes. Fucking hell.
Right.
How badly did I do?
You done really bad. But the funny thing is, I got you in a pink wig, and I now know that you don't eat ass.
That's a fact.
So the 3 questions were, do you prefer boobs or bum? Which you got.
Come on!
And you got 2 wrong. Fuck. Do you eat arse? Oh, wait, no, you did get that right.
I did get that right.
After like 6 tries. And you wouldn't have got this one.
What?
Do you want a ball koozie?
Do I want a ball koozie?
Do you know what a ball koozie is?
Bruh, no, I don't even know what that is. A ball koozie.
A ball koozie. So Georgia Harrison come on a previous episode of this podcast, right? Yeah. And she was basically explaining that a ball koozie is when you put someone's balls in a bowl of water and then blow air through a straw to make the bubbles when you're sucking someone off. So it's like...
Whoa. Come again. Start fresh. What?
A ball koozie.
Okay, a ball koozie involves somebody's balls in what?
In water, in a bowl,
yeah.
with a straw. And then you blow air into the straw and then the bubbles just bubble up around the balls.
So is the guy putting his nuts in like a normal bowl, like in the microwave?
Yeah.
And she's got a straw and she's...
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's mad, isn't it?
That's mad. I've never heard of that.
So do you want one?
I mean, I will not say no.
Okay, perfect. Well, at least we got all 3 of the questions answered. Thank you so much for playing. Come again. And honestly, like, you're such a nice person inside and out. And to anyone that does just think Nathan is just good looking, he has got a personality I can vouch. And he's single. Oh, he's a single man. He is a single man. He is a single man. He is a single man. So put your hands up. On in the club.
Allow it.
What are your Instagram handles?
Okay, my Instagram handle is at Nate Soan, IG, and then Sony Boy, TikTok. And come play with the big boys.
Come play with the big boys. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Babes, thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. And if anyone does want any advice on dating dilemmas or toxicness in relationship, then please DM us on our Instagram and TikTok, Bangin with Chloe V Pod, and email us. Love you all. I'll speak to you soon. Mwah.
Bangin with Chloe Veitch is part of the Eve Podcast Network and a Forever Dog production. Executive producer Tracy Soren. Development executive Mariah Nickolas. Senior producer Pulama Kaufman. Producer Ewan Newbigging Lister. Post-producer and theme song Brian Hevron Smith. Cover photo by Greg Bailey. Forever Dog Productions is Joe Cilio, Alex Ramsey, and Brett Boehm.